What's that? Let me see. Leave a comment below.
Make sure you like and subscribe.
Make sure you like and subscribe.
Welcome to another episode of Ooh, What's That? Where I go over different websites and apps and gadgets that I found that I just think are really cool, and I share them with you, the internet, so that you too can enjoy these things as I do. Now, on today's episode, I want to talk about the Stadia, Google Stadia to be precise. And this is a gaming system that Google came out with, and I think it's really cool. And I've had it, I want to say, for about a year. Yeah, about a year, maybe a little bit longer. I'm not really sure when the Stadia came out, but I bought it on the pre-sale. I bought it before it was actually launched, and as soon as they launched it, mine came in the mail, and I was able to begin playing with it instantly, right? So I want to share this with you guys after using it for so long. I really like it. I think it's really dope. It's fairly cheap, about $150, somewhere around there. So almost anybody can afford it, really, but it's really nice. It's a nice gaming system. If you have kids, I would probably suggest buying them a Stadia as opposed to buying them the more expensive ones like PlayStation and Nintendo and Xbox and all that, right? So first I want to share with you guys the Twitter page. As you all know, I like looking at the Twitter pages of these companies because it helps us just to get a little more information. I find that they share more information on Twitter than they do any of the other social media websites. Although I imagine if you follow them on Facebook, you can probably get the same information. But here on their Twitter page, you can see where they release like game updates whenever there's a new game coming to Stadia. They actually interact with the people. They share news about different things that they have going on. So like I said, I like the Twitter page. It's a great place to go to get the information on Stadia and the newest games coming out and the newest releases. Now, from the Twitter page, this is the website, not the Stadia website, but we're looking at the Google website where you can get the Stadia, right? So this is Stadia. It's actually $79, $80, which is much cheaper than when it first came out. Because when it first came out, it was like $130, $150 if I remember. That's how much I paid for it. Although, if I'm right, I got the Premier Edition, which came with the high definition Google Chromecast and the controller as well, right? So you could get that, play wherever you want without waiting. Again, very true with the Stadia. You can play on your phone, you can play on your TV, you can play on your laptop, any screen that you can Chromecast to, you can play your Stadia on that screen, right? Like I said, the Premier Edition is right here. Oh wow, it's still $79 for the Premier Edition. That's actually a really good deal. Like I said, I paid $100 and something. And even over here, look at this one. This is actually another good deal with the remote control and the Chromecast, $100. That's actually really good deals right there. So like I said, this alone, just the pricing alone, if again your kid is asking for like a gaming system, they want something, they want to play some type of video games, which I promote. I feel like video games are the best way to waste your time. It's video games as opposed to, you know, watching TV. TV is not really interactive. It's more of a visual stimulation. But video games actually are interactive because you have to press buttons, you have to think and use your brain to solve the puzzles. You have to read the instructions, you have to read what the characters are saying, you have to read the map. So it's a great way to waste time. All right, so I like that. Even with the Chromecast, you can get it in different colors if you're interested in the different colors, right? And here at the bottom, it just shows you how the packages work for the Google Stadia, all right? So, and with the Stadia, I actually have one. Like I said, I got the Premier Edition, so that's why my controller isn't white. I got the blue one. Nice. It fits nice in your hand. It feels good in your hand. I enjoy it. It came with USB-C to USB-C, right? So when you're plugging it in to play, you may want to buy a different cord. You may want to get a USB-C to USB cord if you're trying to plug it into your computer or into the TV, in which case you actually don't have to plug it into the TV. It's wireless. You just simply hold down the middle Stadia button here, and using the app on your phone, you can connect it to the TV, connect it to your, actually wouldn't connect to the TV, it would connect to your Google Chromecast, connect it to your computer using Bluetooth so that you can play wirelessly, or like I said, you plug it in with the cord and you can play wired. Now, I'm going to show you guys the app, how it looks on the phone, and the this thing, right? So this thing is, I don't even know what this is called, but basically the way that what this thing does is it allows you to hold your controller, play your game without having to hold your phone, right? So you just slide it, how's it go again? Oh, right, like this. So you just, backwards. So you just slide it in like this, boom, and you slide it on, right? And your phone sits right here, all right? So let me get my phone. I have a Google Pixel 5. So you just slide your phone into the thing like that. And just like that, you're playing your game. Boom, 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 boom. You're playing video games without having to hold your phone. So that's why I like this thing. I bought this thing with it. I got this from Etsy though. I actually didn't buy it from Google. It's a little expensive when you buy it from Google, but I like that. I definitely think if you're going to get a Stadia, you might want to get one of these if you're going to be playing games on your phone, right? And then it still allows you to connect your cord. If you want to have it cord, you don't have to. You can do wireless, but you would just connect the cord here and then connect the other half of your cord right here into your phone, and now you're playing the game and you're doing your thing, which automatically just started my Stadia as soon as I plugged it in. So I'll show you guys the app in a couple seconds. For now, I want to show you guys what it looks like on the web. So when you're on your computer, because again, you can play the game on your computer. So when you're on your computer, this is how it looks, and this is the home screen. So my home screen specifically is just showing you like the games that I have, and what I can buy from the Google Stadia store. I had Google Stadia Pro, which is a monthly subscription, and they will give you free games every single month, which I thought was pretty cool. I had that for a while. At the bottom, it just shows you pictures that it takes. You can take them, and it'll actually automatically take it. Shows you my library, the games that I have on my Google Stadia, and games that you can play, right? So new releases, you can click on that, or you can click on the Stadia store, and it'll show you games that they have, in which case they actually have a lot of games that come out on PlayStation and Xbox and stuff like that. It also comes out on Stadia. Not every game, but a lot of them do come out on Stadia, and they look great. They look good, you know what I mean? So you can get different games on the Stadia. They're pretty cheap. They're not that expensive. I like that as well, that it doesn't cost that much to buy the games. The pro games are free. As long as you're paying for the monthly subscription, you do get the free games. You get to play them for free. They also offer games for discount when you have the pro edition. Here you have your friends. I don't have any, well, I do have friends, but if you got a Google Stadia, definitely add me on Stadia. We can be friends and play. I don't really play games that often, but it is something that I try to do every now and again to ease my mind and just, focus on whenever I'm trying to have some fun. This is to connect my controller. So the little code will come up here at the bottom, which would allow me to, like I said, press this button, turn it on, which would connect my controller wirelessly. All I have to do is put in the code that's on the screen, and it would then connect the controller for me wirelessly. So I like that about the Google Stadia. I think that's some pretty dope stuff right there, and you can see it right here. Different controllers too, right? So they got PlayStation controllers, Xbox controller, and then the Google Stadia controller here. That's what these three controllers are. They're different controllers. Then you just press the buttons to get it to go, right? So here you would click it, and like I said, the thing would pop up, and then you press the code to put it in. So I'll show you guys real quick how Stadia looks when you are get 1 month and give 2 months of Stadia Pro. Oh, pretty dope. So I could actually share that with somebody, and we can use that. I'll leave the link for this in the description if you guys have Google Stadia, and then you can check it out for free as well. So I'm just gonna click on a quick game just to show you guys how it looks when you are starting up a game, And I'm not gonna go through the whole wireless process. I'm just gonna plug in my cord real fast right here. Right, so I'm gonna show you guys what the Stadia looks like when you have it plugged into your computer and you're using it, right? So let's click on Division real quick. And you can see it's starting to load up. Boom, it loads up, it does its thing. I have the controller, it's plugged in. I didn't want to go through the whole wireless, putting in the code and all that. So I'm just gonna show you guys real fast what it looks like on your computer. Right, so you're checking your internet connection. Right now I'm using wireless. I prefer when you do it connection not stable. So this was the next thing, right? So you can play the game if your connection is a little bit slow using Wi-Fi, but it's not really recommended for obvious reasons. It's going to lower down the quality of the game and so on and so forth. So but if you have the ability to plug it in directly, I suggest that you just plug it in directly and do it like that. So here you can see how it's kind of choppy, and it's choppy because my Wi-Fi is not prime. You know what I'm saying? I pay for the cheapest, lowest Wi-Fi possible because most of my devices are plugged directly into my router as opposed to using Wi-Fi. Also because Wi-Fi is more easily tracked than if you were to have your stuff plugged directly in. But this is how it would look, this is how it would function, and I can just play my game, right? So I just wanted to show you guys real quick what it looks like on the laptop, but I'm not actually gonna play the game on this, right? So you just hold the escape and then you get to exit out of the game, and it always asks you how was your service, because they want to improve the service, which I think is pretty cool. So now what I'm going to do is show you guys how it looks on the phone so that you can get another idea of the app and stuff like that. So this time it was fair, but again, that's my fault because of the this visual flaws, pixelation, blurry, right? Input lag, slow response to button presses, audio. No, we had a little bit of that, but that was because of the service. All right, okay, so here it is in my phone, the Stadia. You know what I mean? This is how it looks on the screen. You can see I'm gonna use this screen, and it's just showing you, like I said, my different games that I have here. This is how it looks when it's plugged into the controller. That's why it looks like that. If I was to actually, no, it won't do it. Yeah, well, yeah, it will right there. So even while it's upside down, you can see how it turned, right? I can use my fingers still. And let's say you don't have a controller, you can actually still play the games. It's just a little more annoying without the controller. I'm not gonna lie to you, but we're gonna go ahead, click on Division again, and we'll check out the game with the controller, and then I will plug out the controller and show you guys really quickly what it looks like without the controller plugged into it. In which case, like I said, you can still play the games. It's just super annoying, and it's telling me this again because my my phone is using Wi-Fi as opposed to actually, let's turn off the Wi-Fi. Boom. So now with the Wi-Fi off, we will go ahead and use just the boom. There it is. So now we're just going to use the phone network, right? Playing using mobile data. You see it at the bottom. It's just giving me a warning here. You're using mobile data. You know, I think everybody has unlimited data, but if you don't have unlimited data, it's going to give you the warning like, hey, you're going to be using up your data here, and quite a lot of data, because it takes a good amount of bandwidth in order to play the games. So here it is loading up. Sorry, Stadia had a glitch. Please reopen the game to keep playing. Who's doing this? What's going on here? Right, so there it is. We're loaded up. Boom, and we are loading up, and there it is. So now we playing Division on our phone, on our Stadia. So we're at, I don't know, we're at the doctor's office. We gotta wait for a while, so we decide, okay, let's play some games. Let's play some games while we wait. And that is the joy of the controller and the stand, and you just sit there, you chill out, you know what I'm saying? You chilling, you waiting, and you playing some games. You just vibing real quick, you know what I mean? So I want to show you guys what it's like without the controller, just so you can get a sense for it. But really all it is that the buttons now end up on the screen. Like I said, that's why to me it's annoying, because the buttons are on the screen and you got to touch up the screen in order to play your game. So we are loading up. Let's give it a second here. Actually, let's try Bomberman. So we're gonna load up some Bomberman real quick. Play it without the controller, just holding our phone in our hand. Boom. So you saw I said try touch gamepad. That's where it's asking, do you actually want to play the game like this, or do you want to play with the controller? And you can kind of see the outline for it right here on the screen. So you see it right there, and we would just, this is how we got to play now, because you know we don't have the controller. So to me that's kind of annoying. That's why I don't like playing the game without the controller, but having the Stadia account will still allow me to play Stadia games even if I don't have my controller with me. So again, I'm out, at the doctor's office, I want to play some games, I can still play my games without having the controller, which is pretty cool stuff. It's pretty dope. And remember, Stadia is better than having Google Play games, because these are like PlayStation games that you're playing. That's really why the Stadia games, to me, in my opinion, are better than just regular old games that you might have. And with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and bring this video to an end. Now that I already got it up, I might actually play a little bit of games real quick, as opposed to getting on the schoolwork. But yeah, and notice how I just plugged into my controller and automatically it switched over to me being able to use my controller in order to play the game. And there's no restarting the game, no none of that. I just get to play the game without any type of hesitation, right? So yeah, with that being said, I think the Stadia is pretty dope. If you got a couple of dollars and you looking for a gaming system, maybe the PlayStation 4 is a little too expensive for you. PlayStation 5 is, way out of your budget. Xbox is too expensive. Nintendo Switch, you're talking $300, somewhere around there. Then the Stadia is much cheaper. It's less than $100 to buy one, and all it comes with is the controller and the cord to plug in. So less than $100 to get you a gaming system that allows you to then buy games and play games and have fun on your phone, on your laptop, on your TV, on any screen that can use Google Chromecast with it. All right. So thanks for watching another episode of Ooh, What's That? And let's all remember, man, we all out here trying to do the same thing, guys. Just stay happy and survive. Y'all stay blessed.